Y'all, they better run, they better hide. The comp beast is back.
Not so fast!
And with his return comes the destruction of all my takes, child, because what is going on in that house? Let's get into it. We left off with Jared and Cameron both competing for this first challenge. Now, whoever wins this essentially gets the choice on if they're going to play the do or die competition for if they will come back to the game. And to no surprise, absolutely none, Cameron wins. And he will have the final decision on if he wants to play or not. And we all know what Cameron's gonna do at this point, but let's play it through. Even though there's no HOH or veto competitions this week, I mentioned last episode that this week is crucial to build on your relationships and set yourself up for the coming weeks. Now, this pains me to say as someone who was victim to a comp beast in their house, but Cameron is playing this week incredibly for setting himself up going forward.
Oh, how the turntables have turntabled.
Cameron and Jag were both supposed to be unanimously evicted from this game, so Cameron uses that to his benefit with bonding with Jag again. And Jag and Matt are tight, so that pulls him in, and the fact that they have Blue there as well, and it's just, you know, flashback to the handful, minus the pinky.
Wait a second. Is this the handful without the pinky?
Instead of the handful, we're the tingers now.
Yeah,
Just the tingers.
The tingers.
Now, honestly, for someone who was just evicted from this game, Cameron's association to their alliance being this layer concept and bringing it back to the brigade, now Cameron. The brigade, let's be for real.
Do you remember the brigade?
What's the name of the squad, the name of the team? Like, I thought the brigade.
Yeah,
We're the
brigade.
brigade, bro. You down with that?
I like it.
Beast,
Brigade.
animal, the brains, the meow meow.
A solid crew of 4 dudes. And then Brittany, because she felt like she was a part of a 5-person alliance.
You was just out the house, child, so. But Blue is smart to get involved with this alliance some way, some shape and form. However, Matt and Jag are really the best positioned here. And frankly, I don't know if it's them being strategic or if they're just lucking out. Because honestly, I feel like they're just lucking out in this situation. To work on his relationships this week as well. He already was working with Matt and Jag, but to go forward in this game, he knows he's going to need more protection, especially with Cameron or Jared coming back. So he tries to make an alliance with Felicia and Nicole, and they're down for it as well. However, again, they don't trust each other either, and the problem here is the fact that Corey's doing this in the open. I'm gonna give my sis Blue some props here. She knows that Jared might just be out that door in a hot second, so she needs to really solidify her relationship with Jag and Matt.
I don't know how close Jag and Matt are to Camerica, but they are a big threat to me. And the more that I drag Camerica's name through the dirt, the closer I can get Matt and Jag to me.
And she does that by throwing Corey and America under the bus. She wants Corey out of this game. Remember, he's the one who got Jared out. So she's talking to Jag and Matt and just, you know, pointing over at Corey and America. And, you know, Matt's already seeing the whole lip reading thing, so it's landing, and frankly, it is putting a little bit of distrust, and this can come back to bite Corey later on, child.
I'm just chilling outside, and then we see Corey just casually talking to Felicia, which is cool. But then all of a sudden, he's raising his hands, hiding his face. When I see someone that's around me covering their lips, using their hands to hide their face, that's an instant red flag, because that means they don't want me to read what they're saying. And now I don't think this conversation is just casual. I think there's something more to it that we don't know about.
As I would do, Cameron decides to take fate into his own hands, and child, it plays out. He gets the ball in the hole within 3 minutes, and that seals Jared's fate. Cameron, zombie no more. He's back in business. With both Izzy and Jared out of this game, Sari is left in this house pretty much alone.
I am deflated and devastated.
I'm actually excited to see what's going to happen now, because this is where I think we're really going to see Sari start to shine. Because, child, Jared was done ruining her game to begin with. So she says the gloves are off, all the people left are snakes, and child, I'm here for the show. Sari, we're ready. I'm excited. We move on to the HOH competition, and child, Cameron wins again. Like, now the last time Cameron was HOH, it was a hot mess. Like, the hottest of messes. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how this plays out, and we start finding out that he was getting a lot of information when he was still a zombie.
You know, I learned a lot this week, talking, listening, about deals and who's aligned with who. I feel good with Matt and Jag, but as a zombie, I was hearing about a lot of deals that I wasn't a part of.
He was literally sitting to the side when America, and I don't know in what world she thought this was a good idea. This is America, girl, sorry, I'm actually giving you worst play of the week. America told Matt and Blue about the deal that her and Corey made with Felicia and Nicole.
Wanting to bring in Felicia. I was just like, okay, like, you too, girly, like, I got you. You know, whatever. I don't buy it.
So I'm talking with Matt and Blue, and I want to be fully transparent with them with what's going on with Mimi and Felicia. So I tell them that me and Corey made a deal with them just to make them feel safe. And honestly, I did not even notice Zombie Cam in a corner.
Now, why are you gonna do that when you're already seen in this position as the people who flipped the vote to get Jared out before, who made all of that become whatever it was? Why are you selling your position now when people already are starting to look at you guys as sneaky and in a good spot? So that was a horrible, horrible start to get tough for me because y'all know I love me my auntie Felicia. And last week, I just said that her and Nicole were in a great spot. But you know what? Leave it to a beast to come in and ruin all my insights because, child, they not in a good spot.
Great. Cool. I know exactly who my target is this week. But I'm going to need to sit my target next to a pawn. And that decision is almost as important as the target themselves. Big decision.
My auntie does everything in her power to convince Cameron that, you know, she's not this great player and she's not the manipulator, but Suri is. However, Cameron doesn't really buy it. And he doesn't buy that if he was to make it to the end game, that Felicia would vote for him in a final 2 vote. Now, this is smart of Cameron. The next person out, it will not be in jury, and you need to be thinking about who you need in that jury going forward, who will give you votes. So Cameron's actually thinking really smart here. It's so unfortunate for Felicia, but because of that, she is his target. And in order to get your target out, you gotta put their best friend up beside them, and he does nominate Nicole and Felicia for eviction. Last week being a week all about relationships, there's still a lot that can happen in this coming week, and Felicia and Nicole might just be able to find a way off of this block. As always, friends, hit me up in my socials and let me know, are you happy that Cameron was the one to return, and do you think that he's doing the best he can with what he got from his second shot? Also, I want to know, since we were off last week, y'all, with jury literally starting next week, who do you think is the best position in this house going forward? Now, there's still a lot that could happen and a power of veto to be played, so we will discuss who wins that and what comes next time on The Reality Check. See you guys then.